What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the October 2023 Clash Royale balance changes. So a few weeks ago, Clash Royale released this, and I found on Royale API. They have 23 balance changes, and they want the Clash community to pick 10, and then the top 10 votes get implemented into the new season. Now, this is pretty rare. I don't think Supercell has ever done this before, let the community pick what balance changes they want. But it's good because now the actual players of the game get to decide what they want in the new season. So yesterday, this post was released, so it's the final balance changes of October 2023. So this is after all the votes have been tallied up, and this is the top 10 votes. So the first one is Evolved Skeletons with its max count being buffed 33% from 6 to 8. Now, Clash Royale has always been changing the max count of Evolved Skeletons from 6 to 8, 8 to 6, then 6 to 8 again. And even though Evolved Skeletons are on the bottom tier of the evolutions in the game right now, changing this back and forth really isn't going to do much. The second balance change is the Ice Golem getting a buff, slowdown 33% more, 1.5 to 2 seconds. This is a good balance change, I feel like, because Ice Golem really isn't seen in that many decks, and giving it a buff of its slowdown once it dies could make it be seen in more decks, because right now it's really only seen in Hog 2.6, and I haven't seen Hog 2.6 being played in Clash in a very, very long time, so I think this buff is good. Third one, this is the Goblin Cage, and this is the Goblin Brawler inside the Goblin Cage, get an HP buff of 5%. This is also a really good balance change because the Goblin Cage hasn't been seen in that many decks in Clash Royale, and I think increasing the Brawler's HP by a little bit will just give it, make it a more viable building in Clash Royale compared to all the other buildings, because, again, the Goblin Cage isn't seen in many decks. Fourth one, we have the Giant, which is getting a range buff of 33% from 1.2 tiles to 1.6. Now, this is a really, really crazy buff. When I saw the buff in action, I was really, really surprised. It almost has the range of a Prince, so it's like really, really... So basically, it doesn't need to be as close when it punches. I think they buffed this because the Giant has been on the bottom tier of all the Giants. It's been outclassed by the Royal Giant, the Goblin Giant, the Electro Giant. So I think that's why they gave it the buff. Though this might be a bit too much, and I think Giant Graveyards might become meta. Fifth one is Evil Knight getting HP bonus nerf of 8%. So I think this is a really good nerf because Evil Knight has been one of those cards that just been used way too much, and it's the shield HP I think is just too much. So I think nerfing it slightly by 8%, even that helps a lot when trying to kill it. I know they already nerfed it. I think it dies quicker to the Princess Towers and King Tower when it's getting shot when it's moving. So I think nerfing it even more will help it not be such an overpowered card in Clash. Sixth one is the Evolved Barbarians. So they're getting a nerf, damage bonus, 8% nerf, and HP bonus of the 4% nerf. The Evolved Barbarians have been seen in a lot of Lava Loon decks, and it's like really, really annoying to face. So I think nerfing it by its damage and HP might make it not as a strong card. It will still stay alive to Fireball, but the damage bonus and the HP bonus will still help it. The seventh one is Bomb Tower getting a nerf of hit speed. I think they nerfed this because the Bomb Tower has been used quite a bit, especially in the meta Minor Wall Breakers deck with Bomb Tower Magic Archer. And it's been too strong of a card, so I think they're gonna they're nerfing the hit speed of when the bomber throws a bomb from the tower. Eighth one is Magic Archer first hit time of a nerf of 60% more from 0.5 seconds to 0.8 seconds. This is probably one of my favorite nerfs, along with the Evo Knight and the Evo Barbs, because the Magic Archer is one of those cards that you have to like kill right away, or it's gonna get like a ton of value, and they can just like stack Magic Archers if you just don't get rid of them fast enough. And also, when the Magic Archer crosses the bridge, it shoots at the Princess Tower really quick. So I think nerfing the first hit time will make it not as strong of a card. But seeing the Bomb Tower and the Magic Archer being nerfed, this Minor Wall Breakers deck will be also heavily nerfed, because 2 cards being nerfed in one deck, you don't see that very often at all. Ninth one is Lava Hound, HP nerf of 6%. Again, Lava Loon has been quite strong in the meta right now, so I think just decreasing the Lava Hound's HP by a little bit will help it get killed faster and get rid of the Lava Hound and Lava Pups. Finally, we have the Giant Snowball, which is getting a rework. So it's getting a slowdown buff of 20% and a damage nerf of 7%. In my eyes, this is more of a buff than a nerf, because Giant Snowball really isn't used to get damage. It's used to slow troops down and towers down and push troops away, so you can get like connections on towers. So adding a slowdown buff will help the Snowball become more of a viable spell to use in Clash Royale and decks. Anyway, that's all of the balance changes. I feel like all of these balance changes are pretty good, except the Giant and the Evolved Skeletons, which are a bit on the shakier side. I think the Giant's range buff is too much, and then the Skeleton's just max count going back and forth. It's not helping in any way. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Comment down below what you think of the new balance changes. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Also, sub to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos I post. Peace.